We go from humble to flexing, you DM, I'm texting, she hit me right back. I'm on the move, I'm not stressing, the king to these peasants, you know that's a fact. Y'all hate the press, y'all elect them, a press for 11, I gave him a stack. I use these words as my weapon, the demon, the session, we killing the pack. We go from humble to flexing, you DM, I'm texting, she hit me right back. I'm on the move, I'm not stressing, the king to these peasants, you know that's a fact. Y'all hate the press, y'all elect them, a press for 11, I gave him a stack. I use these words as my weapon, the demon, the session, we killing the pack. We slaying witches and demons, making a list like I'm Steven. This ain't the Garden of Eden. Playing this game, it's not even. I come with soldiers and legions. That is my name that you speaking. All of y'all live for the weekend. I don't know what you believe in. Y'all got the diamonds and I got the rubies. She rocking the two-piece and look like a snack. Stay out of trouble, but I got a new scheme. I'm sipping on wine while they sipping on that. I done told y'all if I see it, I cop it. You see what we rock.
What up, Beaches? What up? What up, what up?
This deposit, we brought a few bags and there's more in the back. I got riches storing up in heaven. I'm a big gorilla. I got ape aggression. Young and jaded like an adolescent. I'm slightly faded like an evanescent. Brand new villa up on the East Coast. You better come through because we stay progressing. If you roll with us, you better unpack before God teaches you an eternal lesson. Roll with me, you're gonna learn something. Roll with me, you're gonna earn some. We in the forest like we Fern Gully. If it's feeling off, I discern some. Clean hearts, but we stay muddy. Too smart, but we stay study. Staying face, cause we too ugly. All these jokers think they too funny. We go from humble to flexing, you DM, I'm texting, she hit me right back. I'm on the move, I'm not stressing, the king to these peasants, you know that's a fact. Y'all hate the press, y'all elect them, a press for 11, I gave him a stack. I use these words as my weapon, the demon, the session, we killing the pack. We go from humble to flexing, you DM, I'm texting, she hit me right back. I'm on the move, I'm not stressing, the king to these peasants, you know that's a fact. Y'all hate the press, y'all elect them, a press for 11, I gave him a stack. I use these words as my weapon, the demon, the session, we killing the pack.
Yeah, get some, baby, get some, get some. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go.
We go from humble to flexing.
Yeah. Swole Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Oh, yeah. Testing, 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 test, 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 testing, 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 test, 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 testing, testing, testicles, testing, testicles, testicles, testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 1106 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gangcast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and the slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What the fuck is up, ya beaches? What's up, ya booshes, busters, hustlers, and swole hoes? We ready to rock for today. It is Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy every day, but Friday is cool. A lot of people like Friday. If you're not working anymore and you're looking forward to Friday, you should probably figure out what you want to do that makes you look forward to every day. But Friday is the week start, right? It's not the weekend, it's the week start. We're just getting started. We just getting started. What's going on? Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, Twitch. What's up? Earholes on Apple Podcast, on Spotify, on Google. What up? What up? I mean, what up? Hey, you. What's up? What's up? Yeah. What's going on? What's going on? Gains, bitches. Yeah, what's up, Becca? Today is a different episode. I was going to get started and I was thinking, all right, what do I want to talk about today? And I thought, you know what? Friday freestyle. So let's chat. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what is the word. We're just going to free flow. We're going to free ball. We're going to free ball. Nuts are out. Nuts are out. So let's see. Brand new YouTube video. How many of you saw the YouTube video today on the vegan quote health coach? How many of you saw that video? If you didn't, go check it out. Go check it out. Oh, hang gliding on a Dorito. Oh, you don't say, Dale. I just saw Christina Glow's hang gliding on a Dorito. Ho ho ho. No way. I thought that would be Apparently it holds her, the paper airplane. Yeah, she looked bad. She looked bad. I don't know the girl, of course, but it crossed over into Papa Swole territory. First off, if you're gonna post pictures of yourself that looks like that, you're gonna get talked about. You're gonna have someone be like, "Hey, are you okay? Are you well? Are you all right?" And when you put a health coach in your profile, then wow, you just stepped on my property. You just stepped onto Papa Swole's territory. Don't go calling yourself a health coach if you're not healthy, or you're not at least pursuing something to your best capacity. So I don't even like the word. I don't like the word coach, health coach. I'm guiding you, coach, influencer. I don't like any of these words. I'm not a big fan of titles. You can call me Papa Swole. You can call me King Papa. You can call me King Swole, Daddy Swole. You can call me whatever you want like that. But in terms of like a title, it really puts you into a box. Everyone has this predisposed idea of what a health coach is. And the more you learn with anything, the more you learn, the more you realize you have no fucking idea what's going on. You only know really what you experience. You only know the context in relative to what you're used to doing, what you're experiencing. When you do something, let's say oh man. All right, let's use it in context of what we're talking about here. Let's say you're trying a diet out, whatever it is, and you have a great experience. Someone's going to say, "Oh, let's say you do keto and you love it." Someone else does keto and they talking shit about keto. You did keto. You're like, "Well, I freaking liked it. I thought it was great. I think it worked great for me." That's your experience. So no matter what someone else says, I mean, I guess to a point, depends on what it is. Of course, there's nuances and there's different context, but you're gonna pay attention a lot less to what that person thinks about what you did, because if you had a great experience and it worked out well for you, that's your experience. You did that. You proved it to yourself. You don't need to ask someone if it works or it's good for you in terms of what you need. You did it and you tried it and it worked. So that's the answer for you. That worked for you for whatever time period. And of course, there are different shades of that. There are different degrees of that. So that's a very general way to think about it, but your personal experience means a lot. So not only am I educated formally in fitness and training, I have a lot of experience, not just teaching people. I've trained hundreds, if not thousands of clients. Also, I taught people to be personal trainers in a school. Okay. I taught classes. I taught anatomy and kinesiology, and we did freaking in-person physical assessments and movement assessments. And I literally prepared people to be personal trainers and taught them the certifications, prepared them for their certification exam. So I have that aspect of it too. And also me in the gym. I've done it myself. So when I discuss topics, there's a reason why I have a lot of different perspectives. It's because I have different perspectives. I've experienced fitness in many different capacities. So it's not just, oh, I'm a trainer, or I like to work out. Oh, I like to work out. That's not only where I'm coming from. A certification does not make you a good trainer. A certification does not mean you know what the fuck you're talking about. It means you passed a test. That's the fucking truth. Having a certification doesn't mean you know what the fuck you're talking about. It doesn't mean you don't either. You have to, look, the more you know, the more you can call someone out on bullshit. The more you know, the more you can call yourself out on bullshit. If you don't know what the truth is, or you don't know what, from your own personal experience, you're not an expert in that field, you don't know any better. That's why if you go to a doctor for decades, you go to a doctor, they say, oh, you have this, you need this pill. Okay, cool. You don't know. They know more than you. You know they know more than you. They know that they know more than you. So they tell you to take this, you take that, you go home and go on your way. You think you're getting the best information. They know that you think you're getting the best information, and maybe they even think they're giving you the best information, and you go on with your day. So you trust. It's trust. It's trust. But when you know more, you can call someone out on bullshit. If you are a doctor, you can call someone else out if they're a doctor and they're doing things a certain way. You're like, oh, no, that's bullshit, because I know, because I'm a doctor, and vice versa. So anyone that is knowledgeable in their field of expertise, you know, and it stands out when someone is like, that's not what the fuck you want to pay attention to. That's not right. That's not health. That's not health. That's not a health coach. Who you coaching? Who you coaching looking like that? You better start eating some food before you start posting again. You better be healthy before you talk about being a health coach. But it's easy to change that in your profile on Instagram. It's easy to say you're a health coach. Just say you're a health coach, and boom, you're a health coach. Who's to say you're not? Tell me I'm not a health coach. Tell me I'm not a trainer. Everyone's a bartender. Everyone knows someone whose cousin or brother is a bartender. Everyone used to be a bartender. And that's the kind of the way that it is with personal training. Everyone was, or so many people have been, or is going to be, or knows a personal trainer. It's a respected position. And it's also a quantity position where you get a lot of people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Just like bartending, you get some people that are good, that can communicate, and you have people that are just shitty people and shitty bartenders. You have good and bad with everything. You have good doctors. You have doctors that aren't as good or don't care as much and stuff like that. So there's good and bad with everything. But personal training and health coaching, that's one of those professions that's very Wild West. It's very respected, but at the same time, it gets very abused because it's so easy. There's no entry level. To be a health coach, there's no real certification that's like, this is a health coaching certification. You don't need that. Maybe if you want certain insurance or you want to brag about or tell people that don't know any better, you don't need any qualifications. You don't need things. It's crazy. You don't need a certification. You don't. You absolutely fucking don't for personal training. You don't. You might not be able to get insurance to cover your personal liability in the gym if you're training someone, and a lot of gyms won't hire you if you don't have personal insurance or if you don't have a certification, but you don't. You don't need to have a certification for someone to pay you to come to their house or something and train them. You might be at more legal risk, but at the same time, if everyone's on the same page and everyone knows and no one, you're just showing someone how to do things. It's like, it's a weird thing. It's a weird industry and it needs to be better regulated, but it's just not a priority for anyone in this country, it seems. But you're performing, like when you're doing physical activity, when you're doing physical training, you're performing or you're guiding someone through high risk exercises. You're spotting someone. You're showing someone how to do something, maybe pushing weights over their head. If they drop a 40-pound dumbbell on their head, they're going to get fucking destroyed. You might even kill them. Like, you can really get hurt lifting weights if you don't know what you're doing. And if you do something wrong and it comes out that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, oh shit. And then you're in trouble. It happens, man. It happens. People sling some serious fucking diet advice. That really bothers me when you're a personal trainer and you're guiding someone, you're telling someone how to work their macros out. You are not fucking qualified. I do not like touching that shit. I don't like touching nutrition to that specific level. I don't think that's appropriate. I don't think that's appropriate at all. That's why I guide people through the elimination. I like to help customize people's diets. I like that approach. I like that approach in Swole Enormous X because it individualizes it to you. And then we discuss, open-ended, we discuss the optimal quantity and stuff for your lifestyle. But just to look at someone, oh, I want to get this. Oh, I want to lose weight. I want to gain this. Okay, eat these things. Get the fuck out of here. How do you know? How do you know if those foods work best for that person? How do you know if that person needs those foods? How do you know if that person reacts to that carbohydrate, that protein? How do you know if this person doesn't prefer or it's optimal to have a higher fat diet? How the fuck do you know? You don't. And that person doesn't even know either because they're not being led towards the right approach for their nutrition. That's big time. That's big time. You have to be guided. It's a guidance, a coach or a guide. You should be showing people how to do this on their own. You should be educating people. That's why I like to do the podcast. That's why my content here and in Swole Enormous X is very educational. If I can teach you and help you find your fitness path and really get onto that routine consistent, you're going to get results and you're going to be happier for it because you're going to be in control. You have to be in control of your life. If you're always just following the bouncing ball, oh, what do I do next? Oh, what do I do next? Oh, what do I do next? It's great to have a program. It's great to have a framework, and that's fine. And you can customize within that framework, just like we do in Swole Enormous X. However, you need to have that autonomy. You have to have that ability, that understanding on how to customize things, on how to call audibles, on how to adjust your program. You need to know how to do that on the fly because what if you skip a day? What if you get sick? Oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? Do I just start where I left off or should I just skip 2 days? Oh my God. And then you're lost. You have to understand how program design works. You need to learn how to adjust in those situations, because then you're going to be more consistent long term. Everyone's going to get sick. You're going to have a day or two where you can't go and work out, or you're going to have limitations. You're going to have things that come up. Everyone is going to have those days. Come on, mark in the comments below. Maybe you have it today. Maybe today is one of those days. I posted a video on YouTube the other day about not always feeling like it. I don't always feel like going. I don't always feel like going, but I go and I have a great workout. And sometimes it's not great. And okay, so tomorrow will be better, or it might be better. Okay, so I'm just going to fucking try again and go again and go again and do it again and do it differently and take some rest and do some yoga instead and go again and go again. You just do it. It's coats of paint. You have to listen to your body and learn how to adjust, but you're not going to feel like it all the time. So who fucking cares? If you're waiting for some type of exercise routine or some type of schedule, if you're waiting for some routine or some type of schedule that you will be inspired to do all the time, get the fuck out of here. You're going to be looking for a lifetime. Anytime you invest real effort, whether it's weight training, whether it's martial arts, whether it's any kind of skill, it's work. Like, you're putting in effort. It's not entertainment. If you really want to get good, you might love it. You might have a passion for it, but it's effort. It's repetition. It's drills. It's skills. It's over and over and over again. Mundane fucking shit. You want to build muscle? Guess what? It's the most repetitive fucking shit ever. That's why they call them repetitions when you do them in the gym. It's called reps. How many reps did you do? I think people forget that it's called a repetition. You got to do it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And over again and again. And then the next day you got to fucking go and do it again. You don't need fancy exercise. You don't need a ton of variety. You don't. You got to train hard. You got to eat right. And you got to fucking go heavier and lift more and be consistent for years. Not months, not 3 months of bulking, years. Stop listening to this bullshit. It takes fucking years. Oh, I bulked for 12 weeks, 3 months on and 3 months cut. Why? Just fucking build the muscle. Oh, bulk and cut and bulk and cut. Just, okay, whatever you want. But if you're going to bulk for a month or two, you're going to lose it when you cut for a month or two. What's the fucking point? You're going to lose everything you gained. You have to create that adaptation long term. It's relentless. I'm not saying everyone wants to bulk up and get big, but everyone wants to build muscle. What do you think building muscle is? You got to lift the same way, ladies, guys. Everyone got to do the same thing. Got to lift the same fucking way. Women don't have just like this magic difference in how you train. Oh my God, I have a vagina. I got to do completely different exercises. No, you don't. You just don't produce testosterone, so you're not going to get as big. Fucking lift. Stop bitching and moaning about, oh, but I don't want to get big. You're not going to get big. Be fortunate. Wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be great to accidentally get big? Wouldn't it be great to have a work and be like, oh shit, fuck man. I go to the gym, but I don't want to get too big. When I go to the gym, I don't lift too much. I don't really lift as much as I used to, because when I go, I just get too big too quick. Imagine a guy saying that. Imagine a guy, this is what women say. Imagine a dude saying this. No, I don't want to get too big. I don't want my arms getting too big. My arms get too big. Every guy would be like, fuck, that's a great problem to have. I don't go to the gym. I don't lift weights because I build muscle too quickly. I get big too fast. Get the fuck out of here. No guy says that. And women, you're full of shit. You're putting on fat. You're pushing the fat further out. You're not dieting properly. You don't get big quickly. You don't get big quickly. That's all perception. It's in your fucking head. No one puts on muscle fast. No one puts on muscle fast. And no one, period, puts on muscle fast. Let alone women who don't produce testosterone. Like a dude. I mean, come on. If a guy doesn't put on muscle fast, a woman's not going to either. Shut up. Stupid. You're stupid. You're so stupid, ladies. You're stupid. You're stupid. Sean, you've heard a guy say that? Who the fuck is he? Give me his name so I can call him a jabroni. I don't always feel like going, but I do it. And when I'm finished, I feel so much better. Of course. I have a few days off, but still doing around 20,000 steps a day. People still count their steps. Why? Just walk and lift. You're fine. Getting more steps isn't gonna, whatever floats your boat. Love your show, but my wife won't let my son listen because of my dirty mouth. Aw, fuck that. Let him listen. Let him listen to the fucking Daily Swole. My fucking dirty mouth? You think my mouth is dirty? I don't believe that shit. It's all good. He'll be an adult. He'll be a grown-ass man someday. He can listen to episode 7,204 when it goes on. I don't know how old your son is. It's all right. It's all right. What's up, Papa Swolio? How is it hanging today? It's good. There's a lot of misinformation out there. Of course, there always has been. There's just a lot more information and misinformation. There's a lot more of everything. And you see a lot more of it. You just see it all the time. You see more information and you see more disinformation. And it's just a cloud of fucking noise. And it gets hard to know where to look. That's like a bro saying my dick is just too big. I wish it was smaller. Haha, it's true. Oh man, I wish I didn't have such a big dick. I don't know. I'm sure someone out there is like, I wish my dick wasn't that big. Can you imagine if you have a really fucking like a horse cock? How awkward that has to be to like, I don't know, tie it to your leg. Like, I'm sure it's got to get in the way. You mean I can't get a 6-pack in 6 weeks? Mm-hmm. If you already have a 6-pack, you can. There was also a Herbalife coach that only eats powder. Really? They only did supplements? Oh, you shit. That Herbalife, that still exists, right? My God. That company just keeps on going. People still get into that shit. People still do that. People still do herbal. Can't believe those companies still fucking do it. They still get away with it. They still get it done. Look, if you're sucking down a powder, but you've never worked out before and you're around a community of people and you go to these little group workouts and you lost weight, of course you're going to be into it. Of course you're going to be excited, but it's the community. It's not the powders that are doing it. It's the fact that you're going to these group workouts. It's not a scam, but it's like, that's the mindset. You're getting results because you're getting off your ass and you're or surrounding yourself with a group of people that are going to get you to be more active. You're being more active, but you're just out $150 a month and you're sucking down these BS powders you don't need to and pills and shit and energy drinks and okay, whatever they sell. But you're exercising in a group and you're exercising and you're losing weight, so you think all that works. And it's better than you being fat and lazy. I'll tell you that much. It's better. It's better that you go to these exercise things and you're eating better. That's another thing. If you sign up for something like Herbalife, what are you going to do? You're going to go to the group workouts. Okay, you're exercising more. And then you're going to take these products. Okay, well, you're not going to take those products and then eat pizza and garbage because you're also going to be eating better food. So you're eating better, you're exercising more, you're hydrating more, and you're taking these pills, powders, whether or not they work, whatever. You're obviously going to lose weight and be healthier and get in better shape. So it's the other stuff that you're doing that's getting it. It's the community, which is important. And a lot of people don't have a fitness community and they're embarrassed to go to the gym. And there you go. Look, it obviously works. Otherwise, it wouldn't grow like that. People like it. But it's that community. It's the team aspect of your downline and the multi-level marketing stuff. It's that community. I mean, it's like CrossFit. It's like any community. So Swole Enormous, it's a community. People are community people. But when you're in the fitness industry long enough and you're as long as I have and you see all this different stuff from different angles and you realize, okay, it's just that. What's getting results? What's the thing here? What's the variable? Oh, it's the effort. Oh, it's the exercise. Oh, it's the moving. Oh, it's eating better. Oh, and they're taking a powder. Okay, well, it's not the powder. It's the exercise and the eating better and the better sleep and the hydration and the community and the purpose and the, yeah. Herbalife hit Oklahoma a few years ago. Oh, it did? Funny who they targeted. Who they target? Tell us the story. Tell us the Oklahoma story. Oklahoma. Hey, Papa, how important do you spending time outdoors is? I like going for a walk in the woods, for example. Cool. I think it's great. There aren't woods in Florida. There's swamps and shit. So I think it's great. I just don't go out that much. Because look, when you're in Florida in the summer, you don't want to go outside too much. You don't even want to go to the beach. If you're a local, you don't want to go to the beach in the summer. I mean, people do go, but in the summer, it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortably hot in the summer. Like, you step out and the sand will burn you. I remember running on the beach when I first moved down to Florida, and I loved running on the beach, and I ran barefoot, and it was awesome. But I ran too late one day, and it was like 10:30 or 10:45, and I ran until like 11. I mean, it was like towards noon. It ripped the skin right off the bottom of my feet to like, deep. It was bad. It hurt to walk for weeks. Ripped the right off. I didn't realize how hot it got. I mean, you're on the sand, and the sand's just cooking. It's just hot rocks, and it's just, the friction too. But it was just later than I normally did, and I didn't realize how hot it was. So, but I was running in the deep sand, which is hotter. If you're running down by the water, you can get, but it's so fucking hot, and you're just cooking. You're in a frying pan. So you don't want to go outside. You're hot as shit, unless you're going to the beach, and the beach is like, okay, do I want to go into an oven today? A wet oven? Not today. What do we say to going to Florida, the beach in summer? Not today. Not today. So how many of you guess what I caught? Guess what I caught? I caught John Wick 3. Any of you seen that yet? I know it comes out today. I saw it last night. I saw John Wick 3 last night. I don't go to movies much, but I will go see that in theaters. Woo-wee. Any John Wick fans? I posted that picture on Instagram yesterday. John Wick. Hello, John. These worthless bodybuilding supplements thrive off the idea of electronics, this ridiculous mindset that the latest product is ideal. What do you mean, like the watches and stuff, the step things? What are you talking about? In Oklahoma, this is about Herbalife in Oklahoma. They definitely targeted noobs to the gym. They stayed clear of the gym rats and transplants from other areas like me who have seen their song and dance before. Oh, like it was noticeable that it was new to Oklahoma. Like it just didn't get that far. How did it not get to Oklahoma yet? Or maybe just in your area. I'm not from Florida originally. Same here in South Carolina, too damn hot. It gets so hot, but it's the humidity too. It gets really hot and humid. So yeah, I mean, that's just one of those things. It's just, I would not want to go. So in terms of going to the woods, what woods in Florida? If you're more northern Florida or central, I mean, you get those nice parks and stuff, but ain't a lot of woods here and anywhere that I want to go. Was it good? You will be thoroughly entertained. You never want it to end. You haven't seen John Wick 2? Bro. Love the first one, but haven't seen number 2. Oh, God. Fucking just watch it. Watch it. Is John Wick 3 less of a disappointment than season 8? It's not a disappointment at all. Can't wait for chapter. They better be Can't wait for chapter 4. They better make that shit. Keep going. It's so good. One of the gym owners back to Herbalife in Oklahoma was in on it as well, so they let it run for a minute. Now it's run its course. You don't see any Herbalife dudes anymore. They signed up. They tried to make their money. No one ever was like, fuck that shit. And they stopped. Because you gotta pay monthly to get the monthly bottles and shakes and shit. You are more than welcome to come to England. It's raining. Isn't it raining all the time in England? Does the sun exist in England? Or is it always raining? I heard it's always like cloudy. It's like the Northwest here. He said in an interview that he was up for doing another. No shit. Watch the movie and you'll see what I'm talking about. Of course he's up for doing another. Hey, Keanu Reeves, are you up for doing another movie and making a ton of money and have it being awesome like the other ones? Yeah, I'm up for it. Fuck yeah, you are. It's awesome. His martial arts is fucking phenomenal. His judo is sick. He works his ass off, man. Like, you ever watch his training videos on YouTube and stuff when he's training for the roles? He fucking works hard and it shows. What I like about John Wick is that it's ridiculous action. It's like absurd action, but it's very, very realistic. And some people don't like that. They like the fancy, uber choreographed. I mean, of course it's choreographed, but it's real impact. You know, the believability of John Wick is immense. It's hardcore, but I mean, these guys he's the best assassin in the fucking world. So he's going to have absurd skills, but it's all realistic. There's no like magic and stuff. There's no like flying kicks where you're just like Matrix and shit. Super cool. Okay, anyway. Well, thank you. Can you pitch it to me, Papa? What is John Wick about? It's amazing. I'm not pitching it to you. Go watch it if you want to. I don't give a fuck if you watch it or not. I could not care less if you go see that movie. I'll go see it. You go watch it. The Matrix is better than John Wick. Get the fuck out of this podcast. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. The Matrix is better than John Wick. The fuck out of here. The first Matrix was good. The other ones sucked donkey cock. John Wick, all of them are great. The fuck out of here. The Matrix. The Matrix. Game of Thrones took the lead of Matrix to ruin the back half of their series too. The fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. That threw me for a loop. I can't believe you said that. Unless you don't know your order of operations and you put the wrong thing. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. The Matrix shit out of here. Get that Matrix shit out of here. Like you said, I'm sure the combat is all based on martial arts. Oh, it is. It absolutely is. Judo, jujitsu, and all sorts of other shit. Bam. Do I use a protein powder? No, I don't. Juice Plus is another one. Same shit, different brand. Is Juice Plus... It sounds like a store. Is that a multi-level marketing company? Thoughts on intermittent fasting? It's fine. John should have had a better beard. Don't fuck with a man's dog. Don't. It's good advice. Not when the dog is fucking awesome. But the pity is back in John Wick 3. The pity is back. What a fucking beautiful dog there. What a beautiful dog. Oh man, I want that pup. What a beautiful dog. What'd you guys train today? So this morning I did legs today. Did some stem cell research. Got the leg pump on today. Today is Flex Friday. It's Friday. It's a Friday for flexing. So I did get my Pumpy McPumperson. I've been doing some more frequent. I mentioned this on the Audio Experience podcast. If you're not a subscriber yet to the Swolenormous Audio Experience, make sure you subscribe to that second podcast. But I've been talking about my training recently. Oh, hiccups. And I've been doing more frequency and less volume. So I'm not doing quite so much in an individual workout, but I'm training frequently, probably like each body part. I'm probably doing about twice a week, each body part, maybe on like an 8-9 day cycle, but I'm getting them pretty frequently, maybe every 4 or 5 days at the most, each body part. So I'm kind of cycling through like a 3 on, 1 off, 3 on, more or less. And I like it. It's less, I don't want to say it's less stressful, but it fits my scheduling more now. It fits my output. It fits my mindset. It fits my capacity to, I guess, put effort out there, like in terms of staying consistent, because what's most important about your fitness over the long term is finding what helps you stay consistent the most. And if you're crushing yourself with tons of volume, then you're going to be out of commission. It takes a lot out of you. And as you get older and as you get more experience and as your body has weathered the storm many, many times, you might have to change things a little bit. And that's where I feel right now. I like the more frequent training rather than doing tons of overload and just murdering myself and then not being able to like move my arm for 3 days or my leg for 3 days. I'd rather crush it, do strength and do like, do my reps, whether it's higher reps, supersets, whatever it is, a strength day, whatever it is, bodybuilding type in terms of, moderate volume, but in terms of rep range and fatigue and, going for strength or movement or depending on the workout. Let's put it that way, depending on the day. But it's more along the lines of hypertrophy type training for me, as it has been for most of my career. But it fits better now. It fits better now with where I'm at, and it's helping me stay consistent, not stressing about, okay, I have to fucking crush it today. It's like, it puts less pressure on an individual workout, because if you go hard, some days are gonna be better than others. But if it doesn't really catch on for whatever reason, okay, you're gonna hit it in a couple of days. It's like, you just keep on moving, get it better next time. You go in, focus on doing what you need to do. It's a less quantity, maybe put a time constraint on your workout, but you're cutting down the volume, so you get to focus on less things, less sets, and just pushing those harder. So whereas the volume goes down, the intensity can go up in terms of pushing to failure, in terms of working harder. You just got to be careful. You don't want to do more volume and more intensity, like in pushing to failure and then getting really sore and then not recovering in time. The whole point is, as long as you're recovering enough, don't under recover. Don't do 2 workouts a week and not be recovering enough in between just to do 2 workouts a week. If you're not recovering, then it's too much. Some jerk took a picture of my protein powder on my desk and posted it on his Snapchat and called me a sap for using it. Okay. Who cares? Who gives a shit? Still dealing with jerks hating on my workout grind. Or don't take the protein powder. You probably don't need it. Just fucking care. Who cares what he says? Fuck that guy. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Get a bulldog? No, they slobber too much. I grew up around bulldogs. They're nice, but slob everywhere. Can't fucking breathe. Sinus infections and shit. How do you know when you've recovered? You'll know. You'll feel fucking great. You'll feel great. You won't be sore still. You won't be banged up. If you're sore and you're damaged, you're not recovering enough. If you're still physically sore in that area, you're not recovered yet. And just because you don't feel sore doesn't mean doesn't mean you are recovered. I think it's usually 48 hours, 2 days after the last day that you're sore is when to get towards full recovery. I mean, that's a very vague way of thinking about it. It depends. It depends. I was adding some salt to my water before, had a few sips, tasted poo-poo, threw it out. You added some salt? What kind of salt? You added a bit too much? Salt makes you shit? I've never had that issue. I did a Swole 7 before work, hill sprints. Now it's Swole gravity, yoga wheel, and trying to stay mobile through the night. Good man. Good man. Good man. Oh, those of you that are Swolenormous X members, there are 2 more. I didn't make them live yet because I want to get this 3rd one up. There's going to be a bunch, probably 3 new Swole 7s. I want to get that up today because a lot of you I like getting those mobility things up for the weekend. I like that. Or the week start, sorry. Saturday and Sunday. So for those of you that don't know, that aren't Swolenormous X members, Swole 7 are 7-minute mobility workouts that you can do pretty much anywhere you have like a few feet of space. So it's great. You don't need that much time. 7 minutes, you feel so good. It's great for a warm up, a cool down. It's great for stacking them together. So you guys should have today, and I'll make the announcement in the private group and stuff. It should have rounds 5, 6, and 7. I'm going to release 3 of them today. And a new format for the last one. For the last 2, doing a new format for the structure for the video. I think you'll like it a lot too. The grind includes Friday. What up, crew? What up? I want one of those Belgians from the movie. Beautiful. What do you recommend for faster recovery? I did cupping, TENS, ice baths, and sauna. Any other recommendations? than doing everything in the world that you're already doing. I love the sauna. Foam rolling's great. Yoga. 7-minute abs. No. Is superset the way to go? It's a way to go. You never want to give absolutes. There's no the way. This is the way. I love supersets. I like going back and forth. Supersets are really no rest. But if I do chest and back together, but I'll do a chest exercise and then I have a little rest period. I go over to the back exercise. I like doing that back to back because it saves a lot of time. And it's great just doing, it's kind of like it's like an upper body workout. Chest and back you're getting everything too. You're getting your arms too, of course. It's just not specific. You're not just doing isolated exercises, compound movements for the most part. Do you use conditioner for that legendary beard? Yeah, I use beard balms and oils and stuff. Very basic ones. I like natural, unfragranced ones mostly. I don't like fragranced oils because I don't want, I put it on, then it's like, it's like cologne on my fucking nose. I don't like it. I like to stay away from things like hardcore fragrances because you never know maybe that the brand is real natural, but sometimes those fragrances might come from places that you don't want to be breathing in all the time. You never know. That's like things like Febreze and shit are just trash. Of course, you're not putting Febreze on your beard. Do I use tension bands in my workouts? What are tension bands? Resistance bands? What type of resistance bands are you referring to? There are different types. Ones that go around your ankles and your thighs, or ones that have handles. Big ones that you can use for assistant stretching. Bands like you would use for pull-ups. What you talking about? I did not have to drag my ass out of bed. This shit works. What works? James, what are you talking about? What works? Yoga? From Something About Mary, 7 squirrels sitting on a branch eating nuts on my uncle's ranch. I don't know what you guys are talking about. You guys are going off the rails. I have no fucking idea what anyone's saying. I don't know what you guys are talking about. You just went off hardcore. We'll wrap this up. We'll wrap that up soon. I got to run anyway. So yeah. I like bands. I'll just talk about bands because I don't know which ones you're talking about. Resistance bands are great. There are all sorts of bands you can use. Bands are a good tool. All these things are tools. Looks like a big rubber band. I mean, I'm assuming you mean those super big bands. I mean, they have their application. A lot of you look at these pieces of equipment or these things like, do you use these? I mean, I don't necessarily use them every day. I don't think you should use anything every day. Even weights, you shouldn't be using dumbbells or barbells every day. But anytime you're if you want a specific outcome, with lifting, it's dumbbells and barbells. And the bands, okay. Cables, okay. If you're not building your foundation, if you're not building your strength and your size, or you're not using dumbbells and barbells primarily, you're missing the base of your physique. You're missing the base of your foundation of your physique, your foundation of muscular foundation. You need to do the basics. You need dumbbells and barbells. And of course, need is a very severe word. You don't need dumbbells and barbells, but you should fucking use the dumbbells and barbells. Use those weights. Don't just do all bands. Don't do all fucking cables. The foundation should be dumbbells and barbells. IMO. Nothing would impress social media more. Who the fuck knows? Who knows what impresses social media? Out of state, visiting family, good stuff, hydration and yoga. It does fucking work. Let me do this. Let me get that last Swollen 7 up today. I'll get that up by tonight, those of you that are ex-members. And let's see. Oh yeah. Also, the brand new masterclass is still on the timeline in the private group, and it's also up on the site in your masterclass section. So fire. Let's see. Again, for those of you that are just joining, make sure you go check out the latest YouTube drop. It's on my channel, YouTube @Swolenormous. Make sure you go check that out. And for those of you that don't know, there's the second channel on YouTube. If you want to catch the podcast live, make sure you subscribe to my second channel, Daily Swole Podcast. Okay, not the main channel where I put the nuts on chin and the Ask Papa Swolio. Second channel, Daily Swole Podcast, if you want to watch the live stream on YouTube's. So yeah, check out the latest YouTube drop. Check out the latest video about drinking wine, alcohol, and fitness on my Instagram and Facebook. And tomorrow we'll get into it 11:07, and it's going to be more fire, more fucking fuego. Oh, dun, 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 dun. Last thing, I forgot to mention this even earlier. There's a brand new article on the Gain Train blog. It's about the elimination diet. So those of you that always ask questions about the diet, elimination diet, what is it? What do you do? Go check it out. Elimination diet. You'll see it. It's on the top. It's the latest blog post on the Gain Train blog, swolenormousx.com, and check out the blog. It's a good article. So I will see you tomorrow for episode 1107 of the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. Peace, McGee's, deuce, Magoose, your boy, Papa Swolio. Out. Peace.